welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a senior bucket list, and it's going to be just a bunch of ideas that I have on my bucket list, and hopefully you can add to yours if you want to make one. And I'm hoping it'll just be some fun things we can do throughout senior year. So let's get started. The beginning of the year, of course, we have senior sunrise. My school does it for us. We have to get to school at around 6:40 in the morning, and we don't really get to see the sunrise. It's more just hang out and just say yay, we're seniors with everyone you know, meet your friends and see new people, of course, and it's just a good start to the first day of school. And of course, a good picture taking opportunity. Another thing you could put on your bucket list is taking more pictures and capturing the memories you are making throughout senior year through some photos as well. I'm a victim of not taking enough pictures and not having anything to look back on, so that's another goal of mine, is to take more pictures and just really document this year. Along with that also comes vlogging. I am so grateful that I have a camera and a YouTube channel that I can work on and grow, hopefully, and that I can just document all of the big senior moments from senior year, and I'm so looking forward to it and just documenting my last year of high school. Literally insane. This is my second take film this video and I'm getting emotional again, but it's okay. Another way that you can document senior year is through a senior scrapbook, and just print your photos out, put them in there, make it look all cute with some markers and stickers and just pieces of writing that you make. And I kind of have a little senior scrapbook. It's small. I showed it in my last vlog, and I think it's just a really good way to have a physical copy of something to look back on, a tangible copy. And I love my journals. I love having those to look back and read on, but I also want to have some pictures to look through, my own little picture diary of my life. And what better year to start than senior year, your last one of high school before you're an adult. So going into the fall season, there's so many fun festivities you could do, but one being going to all of the home football games at your school. My school makes the home games pretty big. We have a nice student section, and there's always little themes to go with it, and I've never participated in the themes for the student section, so I'm hoping, well, I will this year go to the football games, participate, and go have some good memories and time with friends, or just go by myself. I feel like there's nothing wrong with doing these things by yourself if you want, like do whatever you want. So I'm ready for the games, even though it's gonna be cold, as Halloween is coming too. Painting pumpkins. I'm not big on carving pumpkins. It kind of hurts my wrist when you're like cutting it, so I'd rather paint a pumpkin and make it all cute and aesthetic and put it on the front porch. So that's also something you can do by yourself or with some friends, and it's a fall thing. It's a bucket list idea. Like, let's do all the fun things you can this year. Going ice skating. I have not been ice skating in years, and I only went once in my entire life, so I want to try it again. I haven't been able to in a while, so I'm hoping I can try it and not fall on my face. So that's something you could do, and that's one thing I really want to do, and I'm hoping I'll be able to. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll vlog it if I go ice skating, because that will be kind of funny. The next few things are just some experiences you might want to try, or just literally just trying new things. And on my bucket list idea, I have trying a workout class. So for me, I do Pilates or yoga, and I would love to take a Pilates or yoga class and just try and be with new people, meet new people, and try something new for once, and like just put myself out there. So I feel like that's just such a good idea, and what better year to try things that are new than senior year? I'll just keep saying that and remind you. Also, I want to get a facial. I feel like that would be so refreshing and such a nice step of self-care I could do outside of my house. And obviously these things are just more pricey, so it's not going to be an every week or every month thing, but it's just something to try and say, I did that, I wanted to, and I did it, so go for it. Obviously these are just going to be unique to everybody, but these are the things I like. I'm very self-care oriented and taking care of me. Another fun thing you can do if you're turning 18 or not, maybe you gotta wait, but getting a tattoo or a piercing. I'm not the tattoo kind of gal, at least not right now, but I want a nose piercing and I think I'm gonna do it. So I'm hoping, well, I'm just going to. I want to get my nose pierced, so I'll get a little stud or a hoop. So go get that piercing you want. You probably can't get a tattoo unless you're old enough, but one thing you can do with friends is going to a movie, watching movies at home, or going to the drive-in. I personally have never been to the drive-in, and that's what's on my bucket list, is going there with friends and just watching a movie, going out late. Like, I'm not one to do that all the time, but I just want to have some fun and enjoy the year and do whatever I can to have fun with friends before we graduate and just kind of go our separate ways. So going to the drive-in is something I've had on like one of the things I wanted to do for a few years and I just haven't yet. But as we're all getting our licenses, it's a little easier to make plans and do things. Along with watching movies, watching the graduation episodes of all the old Disney shows and the movies is such a good way to like reminisce and just, it's like a big hug. Like, they graduated, we watched it happen, we're gonna watch it again, and now we're about to graduate. This is when I started crying in my other video, but it's just like such a full circle moment, and it's just crazy. So watching those is just so comforting, and I'm just I'm getting emotional. Oh my god. It's okay. Be ready for this all senior year because school hasn't even started yet. I still have a week to go. Okay, I've composed myself a little bit more, but the next few things are just gonna be a little extras, and I don't really know that they fit into one category. But to get started, getting up early and watching the sunrise, not senior sunset, but kind of on your own, maybe with some friends, and maybe take some actual cute sunset pictures, but just getting up before everyone else and taking a slow morning and just to watch and appreciate the sunrise. I would love to do that, and especially by myself, I feel like that's just such a calming experience and way to start the day. So that's one thing you can maybe add to your senior bucket list. Writing a letter to your future self. That would be such an amazing thing to look back on and reflect in the future and say, oh my gosh, this is what I wanted, this is how far I came, and things are so different now. And that would be really important to me if I wrote that, and something I could keep for the future and say, wow, this is where I was and now here I am. So a little reflection letter and talk to who you want to be in the future. Learning how to cook is a big thing for me. I want to learn how to cook some meals and just figure out how to make food for myself. Like, I can cook little meals and little things here and there, but I'm not cooking 3 meals a day every day. Like, I just gotta figure that out, and I'm hoping it will also be a good time to make more memories with my mom, my dad, and have them each teach me how to cook their meals. And as I go into college, obviously we'll have a dining hall and meal plans and stuff, but after that I do need to figure out how to make myself some food, so that's also a good way to spend some time with people you love and have them teach you something you want to learn, even if it's not cooking. It could be something else. Along with cooking, I want to bake a grad cake for when we graduate, and I want to get better at decorating cakes and just bake them more, because I feel like that's such a fun hobby to pick up. So just getting better at a hobby you want, or starting a new hobby, that's on my bucket list for sure, is starting new things, making myself busy and doing something that will take up my time that's not like social media and scrolling. I really do want to be more present and intentional with my life and not spend it all online as much as I am filming and whatever editing, but I don't want to spend all my downtime just on Instagram scrolling. And I think that's a really good goal and thing to try to prioritize throughout your last year. Make it memorable, do things that are not on your phone, like put it down, turn it off, and just be present. I feel like everyone should have one big thing that they want to do and just accomplish on their bucket list for senior year. Mine is pretty big for me just because I am doing YouTube and I really want to get my channel monetized, and that's what I'm working towards this year, and that's my big goal. So it kind of revolves around everything else. Like, I want to vlog on my memories, and I want to just document my life on here and have that as my own video diary of my life. And I would love to make this something I could do and stick with and be successful with. So my main goal for this year is focusing on YouTube and getting her monetized and doing bigger things. The last section of the senior bucket list ideas are all of the high school grad things at the end of the year. Of course, there's senior ball, and you can get all dressed up and pretty and dance one last time with your friends and go all out and have a party. And I have never been to a party, so along with ball, I would love to go to my first high school party. I'm not a partier, so that's probably why I haven't been to any. I haven't been invited because I don't party. But I would just think that would be such a fun thing to do before college, is go to a high school party, have fun at ball, maybe have an after party with some friends, like just make it worthwhile and enjoyable. Having a road trip with friends seems like such a good way to have one last like hoorah before college, even if it's during the school year or during the summer. Just road trip, no parents, just the friends, going away for a little bit and creating a good memory that says, oh hey, this is what I did with my high school friends before I graduated. Of course, there's senior skip day. Last year they went to the beach, and I don't know, it's really dependent on weather, but it's just a nice way for the whole senior class to go do something, and you just see everyone even though you're with your own group, and they're just all these last moments of like high school, and they're so meaningful to me, and I know it'll be so enjoyable in the moment. There's also senior picnic, where everyone usually wears their college shirt for the college they're going to or whatever they're going to do in the future, and that is just, it's just so sweet to see where everyone's going, and you just hang out and chill, and then you have the teachers that are chaperones, and you can just chat and not go to school that day and have some fun. One of the bigger full circle moments will be the elementary walkthrough. I don't know if everyone's schools does this, but mine does, and I'm so excited for it. Like, I went to elementary there, and now I'm literally graduating, and like that's where you started, and now you're done with high school. Like, it'll be crazy to see some of the teachers that are hopefully still there and just walk through and be like, oh my goodness, like I did that. And then of course your grad party. I can't wait to have my grad party because I feel like that and your wedding are the two main events in your life that like all the people you don't see all the time, the friends, the family, distant relatives, and people you don't talk to all the time are there, and they come together and to celebrate and reconnect and catch up. And I am so grateful for those moments when you see people you haven't in a long time, so that will be very meaningful to me, and my last celebration before college. But that is gonna be it for today's video. I don't even know how many things that was. I'll keep a little tracker in the corner, but I hope this was helpful to you and gave you some ideas to add to your senior year bucket list, or at least some things you might want to think about doing throughout this year. and I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. I love ya. Bye.